So obviously this took the NFL world by storm. And it's funny because being a Bengals fan, and you guys know because you guys are Bengals fans watching this video, this is just typical. This is literally just typical referees missing a blatant call, costing a team a game, and the game ends up, being talked about on national TV because it was a primetime game and crap like this just continues to happen. And again, as I said many times when it comes to Roger Goodell, it's going to continue to happen because Roger Goodell does not see this as a problem. Now, the referees came out and said that they that they did not see this face mask. Let me show it, okay? So this is a face mask penalty. As you can see, Brian Young right here grabs the face mask, right? Does not let go, turns the head, keeps holding on to the face mask. Keeps holding on to the head to a point where he is still holding on to it right here, right? Keeps holding on to it, and then lets go. Okay? Holds on to it for a solid 3 or 4 seconds. Now, this referee right here, there's also a ref over here on the other side. Both of them came out with a statement saying that they did not see the penalty, and there's no way for them to be able to call a penalty if they don't see it. Clearly, this is blatant. Now, this is a safety in the end. This safety does go ahead and end the ball game in all intents and purposes because not only does it make them up by 2 possessions, it also makes them punt the ball back to the Rams with no timeouts. Is game, right? So this ends the game. The referees not calling a penalty ends the game here. And in the end, again, as I said many times, listen, this is just typical referees. It really is. And being a Bengals fan, I guess we get our best, we get an actual hands-on look every single day. I feel like the referees absolutely royally fluffing us over and, just being awful. So as Bengals fans, when I watched this clip at first, I was like, oh, yeah, that's just a typical. That's just a typical. I did not expect the referees to come out and say that they did not see or did not have an angle to see this penalty happen. But, I mean, I don't know. That, and then there's a referee over here. There's a referee over here. Also, this is another thing, right? And again, I know this is never going to happen, but the NFL needs to do this. The NFL, if this is a blatant penalty, right? And this is a scoring play, too. This is not like it's just a regular play, whatever. It's a scoring play. So all scoring plays are reviewed. They go through it. They make sure everything's good, whatever. This needs to, the NFL needs to call in and say, okay, well, this is a scoring play. We're going to review the whole play. And the whole thing that they go with is, well, they can't call a penalty after fact when they're reviewing the play. It's either you call a penalty on the field or that's it. You can't call it afterwards for a penalty that happened during the play, which I think is so freaking stupid because at the end of the day, it's this is a blatant call, not called, right? So the NFL should call in and say, hey, guys, we're reviewing the touchdown, and we saw a blatant face mask call that was not called at all. And again, in all intents and purposes, ends the ball game. So it's funny because this is the second time that the Rams had this happen. The Rams got to a Super Bowl because of a no call, and now they won a game because of a no call. This is the second time the Rams won a game due to no calls by the referees. And again, I'm not saying the Rams are on the ref's payroll, whatever. But I just find it funny. This is the second time now where it's a big game and it's decided by the referees not calling a penalty against another team when the Rams are playing. But again, this is a problem that's been happening forever, I feel like, and it's never going to get fixed. We can continuously complain about it, continuously, call out the refs, call out everything, but it's not going to get fixed. I mean, they literally banned hip drop tackles this year nobody calls it. Like, no referee calls a hip drop tackle penalty, which is hilarious because they did a huge thing about how they're going to ban hip drop tackles. Yeah, we saw Chris Godwin, Roquan Smith, hip drop tackle, Chris Godwin, no call. We saw, what's his name, Zay Flowers get hip drop tackled, no call. We've seen a million hip drop tackles throughout this year. The Chiefs hip drop tackled Jamar Chase, no call. Like, they're just not calling these, and it's insane. This is what's the problem with referees. Is they're so inconsistent. Sometimes they'll call certain things, sometimes they won't. But it's like, it's situations like this where it's like, okay, we're not going to call it. But then if another team was playing, they would call it. So it's the forever just frustration of referees being, I don't say biased, but being just so inconsistent. And again, yeah, it would be nice if they were more consistent, but they're not going to be. It's the way the cookie crumbles, and it's the way things go. So, shout out to referees, because yet again, ruining a primetime football game, which doesn't really shock me. And again, I don't think Roger Goodell gives a crap. I really don't think so. Because it's not like, the only thing Roger Goodell cares about is people watching the game, okay? If people still watch the game with this bullcrap happening, he's not going to care. Like, he does not care. Okay, yeah, this happened, but guess what? People still watch the game. People still enjoyed the product, right? And as long as that happens, he's not going to care. If it doesn't cost him money, he's not going to care. There's no reason for him to care. So, it is what it is. You know, it sucks to see on live TV a game literally gets decided by this bullcrap, but shout out to, you know, the NFL, and shout out to, this is just how it works. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.